Hi, thanks for joining me. This is actually a redo, so if you already watched it, it's deja vu. Sorry about that. But I made a couple of mistakes that I'm all for being real and authentic, but sometimes just can't let it slide. So I just wanted to share, after with everything that's going on in Cancun, I wanted to share some travel tips to help keep you safe when you travel abroad. Some of these actually keep you safe when you travel here or walk around downtown Dallas. So I thought they were pretty good. Some are common sense. You may know them, but it's always a good reminder to keep it in mind, okay? So, first one, research the country. That's what I said last time. I said company. Research the country that you're visiting. Kind of know a little bit about their customs and how they dress. You don't want to, if everybody's walking around in shorts and a t-shirt, you don't want to be there in slacks and a long sleeve shirt and a tie. You just don't want to bring unwanted attention to yourself, okay? So you want to kind of try to blend in. Don't look like a tourist. And then you're going to check the travel advisories. And you want to check them, and you want to make sure that they're reputable. So US, Canada, Australia, the UK, check those travel advisories, see what they say, see what they have going on, and just make sure that you're aware of anything and how to best keep yourself safe, okay? I have a cheat sheet, so that's why I keep looking down. I have a horrible memory. I can't remember. So make 3 copies of everything before you go. So you're going to make a copy of your passport, your itinerary, your hotel vouchers, your driver's license, front and back. And that way, if something happens, you have copies that you can get to. You can email them to yourself, although make sure that you do it securely. You can email them to yourself. You can leave them with a friend who could scan them in and send them to you if you need to. But just make sure you make copies of them, and that way, if anything happens, you are not wondering, like, what was my number? I don't know. So, okay? So just be prepared like that. Get addresses and phone numbers of the U.S. Embassy and military bases. You don't want to be running around in an emergency trying to figure out how to contact the embassy if you need help, okay? So make sure you get the phone numbers, get the addresses, and when you get there, you're going to call the embassy and you're going to tell them who you are, where you're from, and where you're staying and how long you're going to be there. That way, if something does happen, they're aware that you're there in the country. And if something happens to you, they know the last place that you were. So check in with them. If you can, go by the embassy so you know where it is in case you have to run there. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it can happen. Things happen, and you've got to be prepared. You don't want to be in an emergency again, trying to find it, trying to figure out what to do, okay? So make sure you do that. And then, check the water, check the safety of the water before you drink it. And just make sure you know that different countries add different chemicals. Maybe they don't add enough chemicals. There's parasites that they're used to that we're not used to, all kinds of stuff like that. So you just want to make sure before you drink the water that it's going to be safe and comparable to your body, because again, we're used to certain things in our water and it could be different. Also, if you buy bottled water, you see, this is why I redid it. If you buy bottled water, make sure the top was not unscrewed and then screwed back on. Okay, so they didn't empty it, go down to the spout, fill it up, and then bring it back to you. So just make sure that you're staying safe. You don't want to spend your vacation sick, or you don't want to come back and have parasites. So, all right. So the other thing is, don't talk too much. I'm horrible about talking to people and giving them too much information. It's nobody's business. Your personal information should be kept private. It's nobody's business. If somebody asks you, from the research I did, if somebody asks you where you're staying, you should lie and not tell them where you're staying. They don't need to know your itinerary. They don't need to know the details. They don't need to know your address at home. So just be really careful. You know, people are clever, and you may think that they're friendly and nice, and they could be not friendly, or they could be working with somebody else. They could be as nice as they can be, and somebody else could get involved and So just be really safe when it comes to that. Oh, when you check into the hotel, don't say if you want to whisper it, I guess you can, but the hotel room, don't say it out loud. You don't want anybody to hear it. If you think that somebody heard it, ask for a new room. I know it seems ridiculous, but you never know. So ask for a different room. Make sure you ask for a room not on the first floor, not by the elevator, and not by the stairs. So easy in, easy out. You don't want that. It's too easy. You're going to make it easy for them, for criminals, right? At night, you know those little rubber wedges? Put that underneath the door while you're sleeping, or lean a chair up under the doorknob, to hold it while you're sleeping so that nobody busts into your room. Now, when you leave during the day, you can put the do not disturb sign on and then turn the TV on. And that way, at least there's a question of whether or not you're there. So if somebody wants to come in and go through your things, they might think twice about it. All right? All right, moving right along. Oh, carry your documents strategically. So first of all, don't carry too much cash, and don't carry everything in one spot. So you don't want to have your back pocket filled with credit cards, passport, money. Put some money in your shoe, put money in both shoes, put this pocket, that pocket, inside pocket. And they make some really clever ways to hide your money on your body while you're traveling too. So if you just go to a luggage store, or anybody, I'm trying to think, probably I guess a luggage store, but you can buy things like special belts, things of that nature. So I thought this was really interesting when I saw it, but it says prepare a mugger's wallet. So essentially it's a play wallet. It has a little bit of money in it, and then it has expired credit cards or a fake ID. I'm kind of questioning the fake ID. You don't want to get in trouble if somebody wonders why you have that. But expired credit cards, a fake ID or something like that, and then stuff that's worthless. So if you do get mugged, then you can give the mugger that, and they won't realize that you have money in your shoe. And also I read when you're going to chunk it to them, right? Chunk it directly to them, but make sure it goes past them when you get mugged. If you get mugged. Well, hopefully you won't get mugged. But anyway, if you get mugged, then chunk the wallet directly to them, but past them. And that way, when they turn around to pick it up, you have a chance to run and get out of there. Okay, so I thought that was a pretty brilliant idea. I don't know, I'd never thought about that. And then the last one, which, like I said, these are common sense, and they're things that you should do here too. Don't get in the car with a stranger. And I can't think of anything worse than getting in a car with a stranger in a strange place. You don't know if they're taking you out of the way or not. And you don't know where you are if you get let out. So just don't get in the car with a stranger. Just be very, very careful. Keep to yourself. Don't stand out. Don't give away personal information. Use common sense, and you'll all be good, I believe. But, this Cancun thing, I'm going to pray for everybody down there. It's just really scary and makes you think. It just made me think about it. And I just want anybody who's traveling to stay safe. So, all right. Well, I would love to have your feedback, your comments. I'm sure y'all have other ideas as well. I'd love to hear those. If you think this was valuable, if you know somebody who's traveling, please feel free to share this information. And live life well. Have a great day. Thanks so much.